Sorry I'm late. I was fighting vampires.
Hi, my name is Austin, and this is Late Starters. Vampires.
Are we having a dance off? What happened?
Oh, I saw Kaycie dancing, and I just
got the theme song going.
Well, this is normally where the recap goes. You're hearing the recap right now. This part's cut out.
I don't know who's doing the recaps. I don't know whose music to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't even know what episode number this is.
11.
11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite number, 11.
What about 7?
Oh, see,
That's
Seven's
spelled
too hard on the B.
Lamb.
L-E-B-M. That's how you spell
Lem.
it. Lem.
11. 11.
Lamb clock time. Lamb or 7. Lamb 7-11. Lamb.
Oh, Black Betty, bam, bam.
Also,
That's what he's been saying. He's just been saying 11-11 the whole time after that song.
also beginning
That's
of
how I'm going to bring it from now. Hi, Betty. 11-11. 11-11.
Are you going to pronounce it, though? Like,
Yes,
really
yes, I'm going to...
11.
Oh, Black Betty, 11-11.
Oh shit! My face feels it hurts, but it feels good because it's happy.
Can you imagine the look that Jenna's gonna give me if she hears me do that?
Yes.
Can you
picture it?
Can you hold it until at DragonCon and we can all watch it in person?
Oh, please. And then I feel like I can hear it too because it's the look, but then it's the damn. Yeah.
Your Jenna has gotten really,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. We're synergizing now.
If my eyes were closed, I would be like, Jenny,
I
you
know,
gotta
right?
go. We're about to record Late Starters. I would need Alex back. Oh man.
Oh, it's my turn again? Okay. Well, here goes then. So last time we were walking down Route 1 towards Viridian City, and we could actually see it. So, almost there. All in the forest around us were these Hoothoot, which those are not super common in the Kanto region, so not sure what that was about. I got a text from my grandma about the Pokemon Coronation series, and I really should probably get back to her. I don't want to. Oh, God. Anyway, Posey heard something in the woods, and Ford was trying to follow her, and he was trying to get us to follow him, and he was making all these hand gestures, and then Calynn was making hand gestures, and I guess they were, like, voguing at each other or something. I don't know what was going on. But then this Rattata appeared with a Sarlacc berry in his mouth, and Posey went nuts. She started chasing it, so we chased her, and we ended up in this clearing with all these cottages in it. This woman came out and was trying to chase the Rattata out of her garden, and it turns out there were actually a lot of Rattata in that garden, which was weird. So we headed over to help. Calynn, surprising probably everyone, definitely me, tried to go the peaceful route and, like, not battle, but get her Pokemon to try and talk to the Rattata to get them to leave. But a lot of them didn't really like that, so we all ended up in a big Pokemon battle. Spoons and I went to help the woman, and he used his drop tackle thing that we've been working on. But then he took a big hit, and I switched him out for Caterpie, and sort of sprayed a Rattata in the face with a repel. I didn't want to hurt it, I just wanted it to go away. And the woman was very nice and gave us a berry and helped Spoons. Meanwhile, Posey was scratching up all the Rattata, and Ford took off his shirt at one point, and he was like trying to catch him with his shirt. Interesting technique, I guess. And then Posey and Chonks did this cool thing where they surrounded a Rattata, and I guess they were trying to like compete with each other or something. I don't know. Those two are gonna be something someday. Meanwhile, Pidgey was still trying to talk to the Rattata, and it scared one pretty bad, and it cried out super loud, and then a Raticate came out from the trees. It was huge. It was a big ol' scary boy. And it joined the battle, and unfortunately, it really just wrecked Pidgey. It bit it so hard with Hyper Fang, and it was super injured, and I was freaking out. We ran over to help, and everybody surrounded the Raticate, and Chonks finally just like embered it, and it finally ran off with the rest of the Rattata. And Ford tried to catch it with his shirt, and then realized that wasn't gonna work, and then tried to take a picture of it before it ran off. And he was like, I'm not very good at this. And I'm like, I feel that. I'm not very good at this either.
So as all these Rattata are either fainted or scattered off of this farm, the woman goes to whoever's closest to her. We'll say she looks to Ford and she says, "Oh my! Thank you so much for helping me chase those Rattata off." She looks over and sees Pidgey down. You guys want to do anything?
I put my shirt back on, and you're welcome. I think we need to fix the bird.
I'm like down on my knees on the ground, like digging my fucking med kit out, like right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Calyn's already scooped up Pidgey and is holding him and like I think trying to figure out where the nearest Pokemon Center is.
Okay, so Calynn, do you want to roll me like? I wonder, is there like a general information or
General education? If I could, she'll have her like phone out, trying to maps on her phone. If you want me to roll technology,
that's fine.
I mean, I don't think that'll help me. But God, whose character sheet is mine?
It'll at least like let you make the check. You know what I mean?
Might 5. We don't do that here.
Huh? Who wanted it? It'll be just like a number that you roll higher than, and like you're Googling, but like you're a little bit panicked, so it's hard to like concentrate. But I mean, it is easy enough like to just figure out where the closest Pokemon Center. There's probably an app for it or something. But I'll say with that, you know that Viridian City is the closest city that has a Pokemon Center in it.
Do I know a general direction?
Yeah, it's basically north. You guys just came off of the route when you guys followed Posey in here, and you could see Viridian City in the distance.
Then Calyn's gonna take off.
All right, Victor is like right there with you. You got your you're starting to get your med kit out, but Calynn picks up Pidgey and takes off. But like you can.
Yeah, wait, I mean, I can try. I don't. It's injured worse than I've ever seen. I can try and fix it a little bit. I don't know if it'll work.
I mean, we could try it. We could got it. Yeah,
Victor's
fine.
also like freaked. He's like starting to shake a little bit. I'm gonna use. I don't think I've used it on Pidgey this round, so I'm gonna use first aid expertise on it. Remove one injury, all hit points restored, cures of all status afflictions. How do injuries work? Help.
So you can get an injury if they take a big hit, which I think Pidgey did. We said its wing was injured.
Is negative 34 hit points.
Yeah, so he does have an injury. At least one. We'll just go with one right now.
Okay. I think you said at the end of last episode.
What's that?
I think you said at the end of last episode it was 1.
Okay. Because I did check last time, so that's probably right.
So, if you wanna hand Pidgey over. Victor will take it and start.
Calynn will hold out Pidgey.
Yeah, patching it up best he can. I'm not a doctor. The nurses would be able to do it better, but I can certainly.
Yeah,
get
it
stable.
doesn't matter. Just help.
Okay. And I will do that.
And Victor takes the syringe of adrenaline and stabs it directly into Pidgey's heart.
Right in the fucking heart. Where?
All right. So what does this look like as Victor does this?
Correct me if I'm wrong. From what I recall, it got like stabbed through the wing with the teeth.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like staunching the bleeding with like a tourniquet situation. I don't. Victor knows what he's doing. I don't. So
Yeah.
he's like staunching the bleeding. He's gonna pour some disinfectant.
Yep.
Pokémon.
whatever-
Pokémon on the wound.
Whatever you say is right.
Yeah. Alex says legitimately like he'll burn some blood.
Hydrogen polkadoxide.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hydrogen dioxide.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna take one of the Geodude band-aids from
Oh!
Calynn and put it on the Pidgey too.
As you're applying this stuff, this woman will come over and she'll reach in her bag and like hand you this root and say, "Here, use this. This may help." And she just gives you this like, it's like a root, but it has like these little. We'll say that it has like these little like petals that come off that are kind of like heart shaped, and it's pink. And she hands it to you.
Thank you. And I will apply that to the.
Yeah, and as you do all this, slowly you see those swirls open up, and Pidgey's there, and she. Let me make sure I got the right.
You know, if somebody came and handed me a root and told me to use it, I would have 100% no idea what to do. I am just as likely to eat that root myself. I mean, I don't know. Am I supposed to grind it, feed it to something? I wouldn't know what to do with a root.
Maybe bird it to him, Tim.
Like, am I supposed to wave it around? The magic wand root?
Do you have? So as all this happens, Pidgey, his eyes open and he turns to look at you, Calynn.
I'm just gonna wrap him in like closer once he's awake and just be like, "I'm sorry, buddy."
He like leans in closer, and he like as he like leans in and he takes a second, he does like perk up and like starts to look around. Where's the egg?
Let's see. I think I had it in my backpack when we went into this.
Okay. Like, well, he'll like start to like look around a little bit for the egg until he like looks into your bag and sees it, and they'll like kind of crawl up to your bag and sit on the bag. But he's still like a little limped over. But he seems. How many hit points does he regain, Kaycie?
It says all hit points.
All right. So no, he looks fine. Even his wing looks mended and like he can use it again. He'll take one quick second to hop. He looks down at the bag, looks back over to Victor, hops over to and flutters onto Victor's shoulder, and kind of like puts his beak behind his ear and goes through his hair and kind of scritches him, and then flutters back over to Calynn's bag.
You're welcome. Anybody else need healing?
Spoons floats over a little bit to you.
Oh, what, you said spoons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you cut out a little bit. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, you could use some.
Make sure. I will use a potion on spoons as well.
Yeah, Posey could use some helping too.
Chonks is a little banged up. A little.
You get a potion and you get a potion.
Combi!
Okay, so is everybody back to full hit points then?
I think a potion should revive all of you all back to your full. I don't know I don't have it up. It at least restores 20.
That'll get.
Potion
That'll get
is, yeah,
out then.
potion is 20 hit points, yeah. This woman in the green, as she is watching over this, she says, thank you all so much for helping me. I'm so sorry your Pokemon got hurt. And you see this little oddish, this little ball Pokemon with these leaves sticking off of its head peek out from behind her leg. Oddish. If there's anything I can do, and she, it's night out right now, and she says, if you guys need somewhere to stay tonight, you can stay here in our village.
Can I snap a picture of the Oddish?
Yeah, a picture or you get,
Pokédex.
yeah.
And then I'll take a selfie with the Oddish, on my shoulder.
Well, first we'll get your Pokédex. Let's see. As the the blueprint, or you see this Pokemon come up on your Pokédex, it says Oddish. This Pokemon is typically found roaming the forest, scattering pollen as it walks around. And then as you kind of go down to pick it up to put it on your shoulder, it takes a couple of steps behind the woman, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Sprout's a little bit shy." Sprout, it's okay. And he kind of,
That's okay. We're just making a record. He's good. You're a good little guy.
Oddish. And she'll say, "What? Are you all hungry? Do you need a place to stay? What are you doing out here so late?"
Yes to all those questions.
Including the last one.
Including the last one.
Oh. Oh.
If we don't put you out too much, we could use a place to crash.
No. There's plenty of empty spaces. A lot of the people have left the villages.
Why?
Well, and as she's walking, she'll kind of lead you guys towards the houses, and she'll say, well, the Rattata, they've been coming further inland and eating all our roots and crops and berries, and it's been hard keeping our product up to make a living. We don't know why, though. We don't know why they've come this far in.
I want to slowly and quietly whisper to Victor and Calynn. Zombie Pokemon. The zombie Pokemon are invading their natural territory.
Deforestation.
Not a kinda. They're losing their forest to the zombies, not to there not being any forest.
Big
But
industry.
I can't argue that. I can't. Maybe Big Zombie is behind this.
Pigs.
Big Z?
I don't know if this conversation is getting me where I want to. I turn around and just go. I abandoned that conversation.
Victor jogs to catch up with this woman and is like, so is there a little bit of Pokemon thievery of crops is pretty normal, but are there
So there were more than usual?
Oh, yes. You're right. There is... We make it a Rattata, one a night, maybe, normally. But you just saw how many there were in there, and that's only once per day. We've seen them in the day, especially at night they come.
Do you know what direction they're coming from?
Deeper into the forest, and
Okay.
you guys hear that that noise you heard last time. The whoo whoo whoo.
I turn back to Victor and Calynn. I'm like, and I whisper again for no apparent reason. We have to go deeper into the forest tomorrow.
Yeah, but tomorrow, like, Pidgey's... Listen, Pidgey's okay, but tomorrow...
Yeah.
Calynn has fully put her backpack on backwards and has Pidgey, like, on top of the egg in her backpack and is, like, holding him.
Ford is gonna reach into his pocket or his backpack or whatever and find an old keychain. It's like a car keychain,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna present it to Pidgey, and look at Pidgey and say, "For your valor in battle," and present it to him like a medal.
Give me a charm roll or a Pokemon hand is not Pokemon handling. That's not a thing, right?
Pokemon. Let's see. What are my choices here? I've got charm. I've got. Yeah, that's gonna be a charm. I don't think it's anything else but
It's a
that.
literal charm.
It's a literal. I am giving him a literal charm.
God damn it.
Oh, no.
yeah, here.
He
I got a red square on a 5.
I love how you
Red
describe that.
squares are bad.
Yeah. He goes, looks at it, kind of ruffles his feathers, and just leans forward like he's going to take it, but then turns his head and just keeps looking into the sky.
I thought you were going to say he grabbed it and threw it on the ground in the most bird maneuver ever.
Good thing we can edit in these podcasts. He leans forward and grabs the the keychain and just drops it to the ground and ruffles his feathers.
So Ford picks it back up and kind of dusts it off and says, "I thought that was neat. I'm going to use that again later." And then just puts it back in his backpack.
You guys can all give me perception checks as you guys are walking into the, like, she's taking you into one of these houses. That's a green square. That's good.
Hey.
That's another green square.
Green square.
Calynn, you got a mixture of squares there. What's green and red make?
You know.
You're paying attention to Pidgey. He's been through it, and that's what you're focused on.
Rightfully so.
And Chunks, too, because
Yeah.
Chunks is...
Chunks has got her chest up, head up, looking at Pidgey, looking around just to make sure those Rattata don't come back. But she's like also hugging your leg with one of her arms. Posey behind you, forward and arms crossed, looking in one direction. And every now and then she'll accidentally bump into your leg, but right herself and keep moving. Abra, or what? Who am I, and what have I done with Austin? I'm sorry, Kaycie, and I apologize to Spoons as well. Spoons doing his normal thing where he's got his foot hooked onto either like your hoodie or your backpack and just cruising along with you.
Goddamn favorite thing.
And Victor and Ford, you both notice a Hoothoot in these trees. You notice one like to the left in a tree, and Victor, you notice one to the left in a tree off to the left, and Ford, you notice one kind of off to the right like deeper into the valley or into the tree line.
Did we take a picture of the last Hoothoot for the Pokedex, or did we miss that one?
I don't think you guys have seen one yet. I think you just heard them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna try and snap a picture for the Pokedex.
All right. You would think if I know I'm gonna have a Pokemon appear in an episode that I would bring up the Pokedex entry, right?
Nah.
No, I like to do it in a minute.
This is gonna be the Austin Pokedex entry, if I could say that. It's
Dude,
gonna be like Austin often forgets to bring up Pokemon that he is scheduled for the episode.
Though very adept at scheduling episode plot beats, this Pokemon does not remember to back up his entries with data.
alright, let me see if I can do this. Hoothoot has an internal organ that senses and tracks the Earth's rotation. Using this special organ, this Pokemon begins hooting at precisely the same time every day.
That's pretty cool.
It's like church bells.
That's it.
It's time for the service to begin. The Hoothoots are ringing. I don't know.
Morning birds are ringing.
Yeah, so that's what you guys see.
Are Hoothoot common around here? Do you know? Also, I just realized I didn't get your name.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get yours. My name is Cecelia. And she like puts a hand out as you guys are like at the door of one of these cabins. Here, let's move you guys over. I'll just grab everybody. We'll say you guys are right here. You made it to the middle of town. That looks so cool on stream, Alex. Like you going over there. That was cool. Reminds me when I got to play in real life D&D with terrain and minis. I love it.
Aww.
Oh, and I forgot. This Caterpie is also squinching behind you.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Anyway,
Wait,
Victor
wait.
scoops him up.
can I try to interject a thing?
Mhm.
What if you just string shot your backpack and you were just walking and he was just...
He looks up and sees spoons.
I turn around and he's...
Yeah, he sees spoons coasting and just grabbing a ride, and you hear "Bleep!" and feel it like hit your backpack, and he's just hanging on by his like little string. Every now and then he rolls over. You guys,
Can we retcon and say that happened?
yeah,
Adorable.
you guys are never gonna put your Pokemon back in your Pokemon.
No, God, no. I'm sorry, no.
Absolutely not.
In fact, I'm not even gonna buy any more Pokeballs ever again. I don't need them.
He's just gonna steal the one she needs from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trade that Pokeball back and forth.
Pretty sure it's a Cards Against Humanity card.
Trade the Pokeball for
I will not.
George Bush. Trade the Pokeball for George. All right, that was my Cards Against Humanity line. I don't know. Tim got it. She says to you, Victor, after she introduces herself, "I'm Cecelia. This is, do you all introduce yourself?"
Yes.
Calynn doesn't introduce herself. She goes, "This is Pidgey. This is Chunks."
So they're so cute.
And then I go stand behind Calynn, exactly the same way she is with Pidgey, and I say, "And this is Calynn."
Hi, Calynn.
And then I do it to myself, and this is Ford.
Nice to meet you, Ford.
Victor.
Hey, Victor. And to answer your other question, no, I don't think they are normally around here. I have been seeing a few more of them lately, though. Actually the last few weeks.
How far is the Hoot Hoot from Ford right now?
The closest one, so if like you guys point them out to each other, you can find the closest one.
To the trees.
They're both equidistant.
Triangulate.
Well, what if there's a house in the way?
There's a house in the way. Let's move this.
I guess that's true.
Let's do
Okay.
this.
How's it?
Move that house.
Well, we can move the Hoothoot.
So
40. They're still both equal distance.
Pick one.
The one in the tiny tree.
They're
So-
both in tiny.
I am going to run over and hide behind this bush here.
Okay.
And see if I can inspect the Hoot Hoot.
Give me a stealth check.
Bush. Why did you pick the smallest bush? There's a taller bush.
I am not very skilled at these type
Shrubbery?
things. That's a bad stealth. I got a red square on my stealth.
Let's
Five.
see. Well, I guess they could fail, right?
That's a bad stealth, Mary.
If it meets, technically if it meets, it beats. So I don't know. He's trying to see you. You're trying to hide from him. Look, let's see how this plays. Let's roll again. We tied. How about that?
Okay,
Alright.
we'll roll again. Okay. What I want to do is just inspect to see if I can see the
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 zombie.
zombie traits
Okay.
on this Hoot Hoot. Man, that's worse. I got worse with
Right.
the red square.
So you get up and try to hide behind this bush, and as soon as you like get to it, it whoop, and flutters away.
So
But
Ford is immediately going to take off and run to the other one
okay.
and try and hide behind like.
Yeah, Calynn was gonna.
tree.
Yeah, Calynn was gonna go over to that tree when she saw what Ford
Yeah.
was doing.
All right, go ahead, Calynn. You go ahead. But, so while you run over there, Ford, Calynn moves her way.
There. I'll be on my way. She's going to beat me there.
Move PG to the tree. 10 that's behind.
Okay.
Hey, my Pokemon are occupying the same square as me, Austin.
They're tiny. They're small.
Okay, sorry. What was I rolling? Stealth?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that instead of just coming at ya.
And we'll do the same with the... he sees you, but you haven't gotten close enough. Well, it sees you, and you haven't gotten close enough, though, that it doesn't. It just looks at you. Whoop,
Okay. So Ford
Hoop back.
whoop.
seeing that Calynn has taken this spot is going to immediately turn and army crawl behind this sign
Okay.
and see what he can see from there.
All right, so you will have a negative to this one because y'all have both
Yeah.
failed stealth checks. So we'll just have
Well,
we'll do
what if I'm distracting the Hoot Hoot by talking to it?
we'll give it a
And Hoot
we'll
Hoot.
give it a negative to its perception as well.
So I need to roll another stealth? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, stealth with a negative. We'll say 1, and we'll make the Hoot Hoot roll with a negative 1
That
as
is
well.
3 straight red squares. I don't think that stealth is my thing.
You're not stealthy boy.
No. I am very bad at this.
His pockets are like filled with all the detritus that he's been collecting along the way, so as he moves, he's like
Yep. Broken metal keychains.
windbreaker from the 90s.
You see it look over.
Victor,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was. You can go ahead.
So it looks to Calynn as she's hooting at it, and then it looks and sees Ford army crawling up to this side, and it just looks back and forth to him, whoop, and you see it like jump from one branch to another.
Okay, can I tell anything? Can I do a perception to see if I can tell if it's zombie?
Yeah,
Adjacent.
I'm gonna let Victor go ahead and do something real quick, and then
Okay.
we can.
I was just thinking, like, if Victor sees all this go down, can he like try and sneak around the house and like help to do a stealth to try and get close?
This thing is probably like, what is going on?
Yeah, go
Just
ahead.
introduced myself, and now these fuckers are on some strange mission.
Hold on. No, you. Oh, jeez, that was Cecelia. I thought you said
Yeah.
Calynn. It just no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Calynn introduce Pidgey and Chonks.
The Calynn bunch.
You can go ahead and roll a stealth, Victor. If you...
Damn, you missed the Cullens joke. That was right there.
Oh.
Reroll, because we met. I don't know how this game works. We're gonna reroll.
That's all. Okay, come on.
Yeah,
That has-
you're
that has to
getting
do
all
it.
my green boxes. That's what's happening.
Victor like takes his shoes off and like.
Dude,
Yeah.
Just turns glasses into night vision goggles.
Do you
Face is
leave your
painted.
shoes or do you take them with you?
I take him with me.
Face is somehow painted in camouflage. You're like, how did that even happen?
I did 2 years with the seals.
Okay, Victor, yeah, you get around to the side of this house. You got a nice little bead on it. You guys, well, we'll let Victor, since he passed first, we'll let you roll a perception check first, Victor, as you're looking. Listen. You did it.
Good.
8's still decent.
Victor, completely stealthy, camouflage like ghillie suit, like walking bush, and just gets over there and is like, what am I looking for?
As you're looking at the Hoothoot, I would say you've probably seen one before, Victor. This one doesn't, it doesn't stand out as, like, different from one you've seen. Like, maybe there's, like, some feathers are more ruffled than other ones, or long, or it's older or something like that. But it looks like a regular Hoothoot.
Okay, he'll just turn to the others and kind of like shrug.
But they don't even,
It's a Hoothoot.
they can't even see you.
Establishing that it's a regular before it's going to stand up and be like, I guess they're just getting pushed in like the Rattatas. And then it's like, I'm going to go to bed. Like Minecraft rules, just lay down in bed and it'll be morning.
Calyn's gonna continue her Hoothoot debate in Hoothoot.
As you're doing that, Calynn, how long do you do it?
When will I be stopped?
Well,
Minecraft rules, I get up in the morning, it's sunlight, and there's Calynn still
you
standing
get,
there.
Minecraft rules, you can't sleep while there's monsters nearby, and
Oh no!
pocket monsters everywhere.
We'll never sleep again.
Victor, roll me like an intuition as you are like rejoining the group. With an 8, you notice your Caterpie hiding from the Hoothoot. And Cecelia will kind of walk up to you as you come back around, and she'll say, that Caterpie seems to be afraid of it. I wonder if it's, in its food chain.
Guess that would make sense. You okay, bud?
He gets closer to your leg and like kind of hides behind it instead of the house.
I'm a scoop her up and put her in my coat. It's alright.
Muscles in.
Oh. Alright, well, we'll get away from the Hoothoot. How about that?
Yeah, this one's rude.
Hoot! And as you guys, as long as it'll keep doing it, if you're we'll say if nobody pulls Calynn away, you guys let Calynn do her thing.
No, yeah, I pull Calynn away.
All right.
No,
It's
hey, what? I wasn't done.
You
Hoot!
won.
I won?
You won.
I don't think I won.
You won.
Hoot!
That hoot can't debate for...
Listen to this guy.
He's not worth it.
You guys hear not at the same time, but kind of like back to back in the distance, those a hoot hoot like do its loud call, and then like maybe not a millisecond, a couple of seconds off, another call come from a different place in the forest.
I look at the hoot hoot and I'm like, your mom's calling you, the street lights are out. And then I push Calynn.
Calynn, as you're being pushed in and you look back and you lock eyes with this hoot hoot one more time, you see these swirls go in it, but not the swirls you just saw in Pidgey's eyes. Like, swirls going in and out. Like, its red eyes turn purple and, like, have, like, these lines in them and they swirl. And then it whoop, and it flutters up and flies deeper into the forest.
Did you see that?
No.
Its eyes
What?
were it's got the stars in its eyes.
Okay.
No,
Did the
Or-
UFO fly above it too?
no, not this time. It's
Keeps pushing Calynn.
You guys get in. Cecelia will start to cook something up for you. She uses a lot of berries. Berry
while
stew.
she's cooking. Calyn's gonna be right behind Ford going, unidentified flying objects just mean that they didn't know what it was. It could be fucking, like, they exist, man. There's unidentified objects all the time.
Cha!
Elena is here.
I said the wrong thing. I brought this on myself. I did this to me. I
To the
deserve
dial.
this.
Cecelia, can I help you with is there anything I can do to help
Sure.
you?
And she, like, hands you, if you want to pluck these from the vine, I'm making a berry stew.
Oh. Victor will happily like sit down and start helping her.
Where is Chunks at this moment?
So if, like, you and Victor are sitting at a table having this conversation, Chonks is, like, standing on the table, but, like, leaning against the wall that the table's against, and, like, backing you up, like, every time you have a point. You know, chomp, chomp. And Posey is...
Chunks, that's it.
Posey's, like, in a chair next to Ford, not facing, but, like, listening to the conversation, and every now and then Posey will chime in. Spoons and the Caterpie are just kind of on the ground, and every now and then, like, the Caterpie will do, like, a string shot towards Spoons, and Spoons will, like, try to hit it with his spoon, and it's like a game that they're playing. Pidgey is sitting on the egg near a fireplace on your backpack, like, in, like, a little nest. And Sprout is, like, just looking around the egg as Pidgey's sitting on it.
I was worried Chunks was gonna be like standing right under Victor while he's trying to take berries on this thing. It's like, I was worried I was gonna have to pull her away.
Well, if she's got a chocolate bar, that'll keep her from it.
So is Calynn gonna bring up the weird eye thing again? Or,
Calynn is deep in this UFO thing because
I
you
know,
got
that's
it.
why. Like, have we completely lost the thread on the weird eye thing? Is that gone?
Well, like, again, unidentified flying object, which, by the way, we didn't even identify what happened to its eyes when it flew off. So yeah, it was a UFO. You know what? I'm right. Again.
Okay. The Hoot Hoot was a UFO.
Because it had weird things. That unidentified part was specifically the weird eyes thing that was happening.
Was the weird
Can I
eye
do,
thing?
like a Pokemon education?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can wrap my little brains. 7.
Even.
So that's, yeah. So with the 7, Um, so what are you trying to figure out? Just based on what Calynn has told you, what this could be, or
Yeah.
okay,
Count
so
the weird eyes and see if I know anything about Hoothoot or something. Outside forces.
um, so there is like there's all kinds of Pokemon moves. One there could be definitely be one that could you I will say with the 7 you get that it's probably some kind of psychic move that was done.
Victor's gonna look over at Spoon's, like, playing with Caterpie and be like, could it be, like, maybe they're being controlled? Or, like, there's a psychic influence or something? I don't know.
Could be. I've seen that at the gym before, where there's the Pokemon with the psychic stuff, and they do stuff to the other Pokemon. They get all weird.
Uh-huh.
So the weird eye thing really happened?
What have I been telling you for like an hour now?
Cha.
It's different when Victor says that it could happen.
Why?
Dial.
See?
Don't you start, Posey.
She just looks away.
Cecelia, how long have the Hoothoot been here, and how long have the Rattata been a problem?
Well, everybody started moving out last week. They had to go stay with friends and family because they couldn't make their way here anymore. So I would say the Rattata probably came about 3 weeks ago. We couldn't even survive 2 weeks. I don't know if that's good or
I
bad.
mean, farmers are like on a very thin margin at
Yeah,
all times. I get it.
You get it. You get it. And I would say so. Probably saw the Hoothoot about a month ago is when I started seeing them. Wait a minute.
It's a little... Isn't that... Why would the predators come before the...
Wait, so if there's...
Wait, no, yeah, you're right. We saw
I
the
keep
rat.
telling people that. No one believes me.
We saw the Rattata a month ago, and then the Hoothoot started showing up about 3 weeks ago, and everybody left a week ago.
If there's something out there that's mind controlling the Hoothoots,
What?
is there something out there that could mind control the Ford?
Cecelia looks off into the distance.
Ford gets really worried that Cecilia's mind controlled right now.
I don't know, she says after a minute.
Oh, Ford's like, whew, that's a close one.
Ellen's gonna, like, move a little bit towards Spoons and be like, think, Spoons, think really hard at him.
She looks at Victor. Or he looks at Victor and just kind of cocks his head and looks back to Calynn. And when he does, Caterpie and a string shot hits him. Brah.
Careful, you two. Have you noticed anything else weird around? I'm kind of wondering if the two are connected.
Well, she thinks for a second. Yeah, now that you say it, it does seem like, and the way that the Caterpie was scared, maybe the Hoothoot are hunting the one. There's more things hunting them. Now it clicked. Now that you said it, Victor, and looks up to Calynn, and you reminded me that at the right time that they were swapped places.
Ford's gonna very dramatically look at Calynn and say, tomorrow, the hunter become the hunted.
Oh, well, you won't find the Hoothoot in the day.
Oh.
All right, we gotta go now.
Oh. No, we gotta tomorrow night.
At least have some berry stew first. At the very least.
Calynn. Thank you very much.
Tonight,
Victor
the
covers his face.
Ford hunter hunts the berry stew. And then he goes and gets a bowl of berry stew.
And with that, Chonk jumps up and follows you.
That's Calynn looked at Chonks and was like, yeah, we do have to get some stew first. For sure.
You guys can get some stew, and it's good. And it's sweet but savory. The roots do something.
Grow deep.
Huh? They grow deep. In this flavor. Welcome to Flavortown, right outside of Viridian City. Flavortown, Kanto. You see this guy come from the back. He has like spiked up blonde hair and a goatee. And he says, I can't do this.
Do it.
He walks in and he says, welcome to Flavortown. I don't know how to do it. What's this guy's name? My name's Brian Fieri. My name's Brian Fieri. I don't have any Pokemon.
Spicy wings.
I don't like Pokemon. I only like cooking. I mean, I like them. I don't own them. I don't have them.
The Pokedex letting us know that we found the Brian Fieri.
Oh, please don't pay attention to him. We keep him in the... Brian, get back there. Brian, go back. You're the only one that's here still. Why haven't you left? Get back in your room. Brian goes.
It makes sense that he's here. This is a dive.
I like it. Anyways, the soup's good. Look, if we don't... This is maybe going to be one episode.
Plot. In any minute now.
This whole 11 episodes have just been building to the appearance of Brian Fieri.
It is. I'm completed. You are ready for the Elite Four. Andrew Bourdain, Andrew Zimmerman. I don't got any more. Man versus food.
Come on.
Man versus food.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
I don't think it was Andrew Bourdain either. I think it was Anthony, but that's fine.
It was Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain, Andrew Zimmerman.
Who's the guy that makes the French toast with the thing and he owns racehorses?
Wait, I think it's Alton Brown, one of the guys.
Yeah, Alton Brown's gotta be one of them, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like the mad scientist.
Daddy Warbucks.
He's gotta be.
Daddy
Daddy
Warbucks.
No, that was
That's from Annie.
Little Orphan Annie.
Yeah. I like Little Orphan Annie. It was a good movie. The sun will come out. Not if you don't find these Hoothoot. Come on, what you guys do?
Eater soup is good.
It's Minecraft rules. It's tomorrow.
It's too hot for you. Okay. Yeah, you guys go to bed?
Yeah.
I guess I'm being forced to go to bed.
No, I'm not forcing. I'm just asking.
Not you.
Oh.
Fucking Ford shutting down my UFO.
It's too hot. Then I go to
Mine
my
is
bed.
too cold.
Oh, here. She grabs y'all's bows and switches them.
This bed is too large.
Share it.
That is too small.
Get it.
Victor just standing there like, everything is just right. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm so sorry about them.
No, it's okay. We've seen Stranger Folks. Did you see Brian? Yeah, really.
Please show stranger folks.
I really wish I could figure out a way to get my life back on track. Or if I could have... These Rattata keep fucking stealing my berries, and she starts to have a breakdown. I don't know what to do. Brian doesn't do anything. I have to feed him. I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I think the next day after all this goes down, we'll go deeper into the forest. Even though it's daytime, we'd go hunting and see what's, or at least that's Ford's idea for a plan.
As like if you say that, huh?
That's true. We could get up early while it's still dark.
At 3 in the morning. While it's still dark.
Oh my god. Calynn will be sitting up waiting for you guys to get up. Gotta go. Gotta find him.
I don't think she sleeps.
I sleep when I'm ready. I gotta go find this Hoothoot. Come on! Come on!
It's like a human caffeine pill. Always at 11.
Sleep for a bit and then get up. Catch Hoothoot.
Yep.
Find Hoothoot. And catch him. We can catch him. You gonna be okay, Calynn?
I just wanna go.
Alright, so Victor and Ford head to bed, and we see this nice, well, actually, no, this is what we see. Calynn sitting at the window, the moonlight shining in on like, the right side of her face, and then a few hours later, we see it, like, pan, the moonlight pan, as she sits and stares out the window whenever Victor and Ford are ready to get back up.
This is how we show passage of time.
And, yeah.
Did you sleep at all?
No!
Oh, jeez. Alright. Hoothoot time.
Yup.
Calyn's up, running down the stairs, ready to go. Picked up chunks, tells Pidgey, stay right there on the egg. You're not, I don't want you fighting it. I don't want you fighting it. You stay on the egg.
Pidgey.
Picks up chunks.
Alright. And, yawning, like, everybody heads out the door, and then, like, 10 seconds later, you see Posey yawn as she exits the cabin. As you guys get out, first, get out into the woods, how do you guys want to look for these Hoothoot? Like, what's your strategies?
Hooting.
Yeah, Calynn does the hoot call.
Okay.
I am under the impression, Ford is under the impression, attracts them. No basis for that other than the fact that Calynn seems to think that we will, so.
Calynn, give me a survival check.
Okay. Are you sure this isn't like a charm or something?
Maybe when you see him, we can work in charm. That's pretty good, though. So there's the green box.
Green box.
What do your hoots sound like? Give us a...
Have my hoots not been good enough?
No, they are. I just want to... Let's get a clear one. That was an owl. An owl flies by. You don't hear it fly, but you see it.
She didn't even use her mouth. It was like ventriloquism.
You do hear in the distance, whoot, 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 and then you hear the sound that stands out from the other hoots. That's like, a loud one that it's just a caw. Yeah.
I will head towards the scary sound.
Yeah.
Apprehensively.
Yeah.
I'm not going apprehensively. I'm raging.
I'll follow Victor.
as you guys make your way that way where you heard it, you have to travel, we'll say, about 45 more minutes. Like, you still making these calls and hearing it and going further in. Give me a perception check as you guys get deeper into the forest, as the trees get closer and closer together and the moonlight's getting blocked more and more.
Okay, that's 4 red squares tonight, and I've only rolled 5.
So the red squares just mean you rolled at least a 1 on one of your dice.
No, but I think mathematically these ones should be impossible at this point.
There's a lot of them. Remember when we played Zombie Side, though? You did roll 1s and 2s like a whole night.
A whole month.
As you guys are looking around, Calynn, you're still hooting, but you don't hear the hoots anymore responding to you. Ford, you're lost in here. Like, you're not lost, but like,
Yeah.
as you like kind of look around, you don't really know how to call for these things, and as you look around, you don't see anything. It's just dark. But Victor, you catch in like a glimpse of moonlight a Hoothoot in this tree looking down, and its eyes doing that thing that Calynn described, where they're purple and swirled, and then you see it flutter up and fly that way into the forest. Like, deeper the way you guys were going.
Calynn, was that what you saw? That there?
With the purple and the...
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
swirly?
yeah, yeah!
Okay. Let's...
Ford sees it and just kind of... Son of a bitch. As he realizes that it was actually real.
Calyn's gonna get real close to his face, just point, and then poke his nose. Then turn around and walk away.
Ford throws a Pokeball at the back of her head.
Calyn picks it up.
Add and subtract.
Yeah, take that out of my inventory.
And as you guys following, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right. So you see this Hoothoot, and it kind of flutters up and lands on this tree branch. A little bit past the tree branch, you do see like this little clearing, and there's a trail that kind of leads into the mouth of a cave. Outside the cave, there's also not a dock, but like a wooden stage area, like staging area. It looks like maybe if there was miners to come here, maybe they stored things here or something like that. Just like a wooden lifted stage area. There's some rocks and like tree outcroppings in that wall, the long wall you guys saw as you ran deeper into the forest chasing Posey. Like with do you guys remember that wall? Like the long stretching wall? You see...
I wasn't there.
Well, now you see a wall a little bit in the distance. Not too far in the distance, but you see that same wall probably 150 feet away. And there is a light shining out from this cave, like a glowing light. But as you guys approach, you see that Hoothoot land on that branch, and then you look around, you see more Hoothoot lining the branches, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. All of their eyes swirling with that purple. If you go any closer, you guys are going to have to make stealth checks. You can just see into like this little clearing area now. As you come up onto where this Hoothoot is that landed, what do you guys want to do?
First things first. Calyn's pointing at that little wooden stage and saying, Jigglypuff territory.
Oh no.
Ford wants to cast Mage Armor on himself. I think will give me a +2 to my AC.
Alright, you have a +2 to your AC.
I'm gonna use Thaumaturgy to put a
Thaumaturgy.
distraction down on the other.
Use prestidigitation to this guy.
You get, All right, you guys do all your D&D spells.
Dermaturgy.
Dermaturgy. No, sorry. Yeah, I'm stealthing up there. I'm stealthing up.
Okay, Calynn, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
I have failed every stealth check today, but as I see Calynn do a stealthy walk up there, I will also do a stealthy walk up there.
Okay.
Thank God it wasn't a red box.
I think seeing what we saw, like all the Hoothoot, Victor's gonna sneak with them, but like behind them to kind of be like, guys, I have a really not great feeling about this, so let's be very careful.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Okay. So you...
We don't have to do this. Also,
We
like,
kind of have to do this.
okay.
Victor uses SEAL training again.
Is Caterpie with you?
If she is, she's in her Pokeball, because Victor saw how she reacted to the Hoothoot yesterday, and I don't think he'd be like, hey, let's go!
Okay, cool. So, as you're all are kind of sneaking up, Calynn, you get a little bit too ahead of yourself. You step on a stick, and it echoes through this forest, and you see all these Hoothoot stay perfectly still, facing towards this opening, this cave mouth.
Don't like that.
So, as you guys get to where you are, as like Calynn breaks the stick, you guys are all hidden behind something. But like you did step on the stick. We'll just keep that. But like right now, you guys are behind things, trees, whatever. And like as you get closer, you see the light from this cave. You see like shadows cast, and two figures emerge from the cave. Both wearing all black, face masks and cloaks covering their heads.
Ninjas.
One pulls out a Pokeball, and Victor. This Pokeball looks familiar. It has the same indicator screens and that one on the Bulbasaur ball has. And as he presses a button, you see this ball grow in its size, and then he presses again and releases a Pokemon from inside it. It's a bipedal creature with a long snout. Its fur is dark brown, and it has this band of white fur around its neck and a chain that swings back and forth. And on the end of the chain is a Gengar medallion, and it also has a top hat on. Victor and Calynn both know this Pokemon because it's from your region, but it looks a little bit different. It is a Hypno. And I'm going to move you guys on the map.
Oh, that's where you're getting it.
You just described like half man, half Snuffleupagus.
Yeah,
Yeah, you nailed it.
you got it. Oh, he also has a cane in his hand, in his other hand. Forgot.
Damn, this is a dapper ass Hypno.
Putting on the
What a gentleman.
All right. And now, and on its chest, it has like this design of a swirl that matches what happens in the eyes of the Hoothoot. Except like their eyes turn purple, but it has this swirl on its chest that also appears in the eyes. Victor, as you gaze at this Hypno and you see this swirl on its chest, your mind can't help but be drawn back to a memory that you've had, but you've tried to put past you. You're younger. You're much younger, and you're laying on the ground. Deep breaths. Standing over you is a Poliwhirl. and it stares down at you, and you see tears in its eyes, but it clenches and turns and looks away. And you hear a woman's voice echo. I know it hurts, Victor, but life will always throw you things, and you won't see them coming. You must always be ready. Do you respond, Victor?
Like in the memory, right? Please stop, please.
No, Victor. Why do we fall? To show that we persevere. To show that we are great. We fall so we can learn not to fall again. Now stand up. And her voice and the memory fades as you find yourself back in this forest, facing this hypno. Calynn and you can catch more of me at CZDrop on Twitter or twitch.tv/CZDrop. You know, I stream D&DB every other Sunday at 11 American Eastern Time or 10 Canadian Central Time in the morning. That's where you can find me at. Tim.
Hey, I'm Tim. You can find me at Remo Beware on Twitter or, in a much better place, horsegirls.club. Because I do a podcast called Horse Girls. You may have heard of it. It's pretty good. What about you, Kaycie?
Hi, I'm Kaycie. I'm some places on the internet. You should check out my link tree, which is linktr.ee/KCD Studios for finding me places. But most importantly, I write and draw a webcomic called B-Side You, and you can read that for free at bsideyoucomic.com. And if you read it and you like it, you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/KCD Studios, and help me support making the comic. And otherwise, check out Animorphs Anonymous, which I do with Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I wanted to bring the energy that Tim brought here. So here we are. You can find me on Twitter at AlexandBirds and TikTok at AlexandBirds. Now, I have no videos. Congrats, you can still find me. Literally, just find me on all the things I do with these fine people. I'm on Dungeons and Draken Beams, Horse Girls with Tim and Jenna, and with Kaycie at Animorphs Anonymous, and then a few other side projects, some of them that are on hiatus right now, like Soup Salad Sandwich and Cat Mystic Crisis, a Superboy podcast. And those are most of the places you can find me. The others, you win a prize if you find me there.
I brought a ton of energy. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was the way you started. You turned to the camera, you're like, "Hi, my name is Tim."
Very Mr. Rogers.
You could start late, but at least you're starting. Okay, bye.